We all heard Caltech geologist Dr. Lucy Jones tell the whole world there was a 9% chance of a larger earthquake that could strike Ridgecrest, California, making the 6.4 a large foreshot.
About a 9% chance that something larger than 6.4 could occur over the next week.
And as most know, a 9% chance in science is comparable to a 0% chance. Even most scientists use that exact logic when it comes to discrediting conspiracy theorists who suggest that there's more there than meets the eye. China Lake Military Base, Ridgecrest, California, 8:20 p.m.
It continues
this is a very strong
to rattle
earthquake.
Pretty strong here.
8:21 here on the air. We're experiencing very strong shaking.
Wow. And it is going for quite a bit, everybody.
12 hours after a 6.4 magnitude earthquake hit Ridgecrest, California, it was hit again by a 7.1 magnitude earthquake. Watch as the wave spreads across the U.S. Seismometers across the whole United States, even to Alaska, picked up the 7.1. Here is some footage of the shaking.
Oh my god. Nana! Oh my god. I got it all on video, dude. Oh my god. I got it all on video.
Oh, good. I mean, I don't know if that's good. Get under the table. Get under the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was a
so bad. Oh, the front door came open.
That's okay. It's okay. Just hold on. Hold on. Oh my god. This is bad, Brian. Oh my god.
This lady was actually standing up when the quake hit. She had to sit down due to the intense shaking. I would assume that her home was near the beginning of the wave propagation of the earthquake. This radar image was taken during the 7.1. I'm not sure whether it's insects and birds, dust, or even if it's picking up an electromagnetic interference from the earthquake itself. There is a theory that suggests that earthquakes emit electromagnetic waves and or move electromagnetic waves when it happens. If you missed it, this is a before and then an after shot. In this video, watch the cat towards the front of the vehicles. In this video, no one was home during the 7.1, but you can watch the couch lift up off the wall several times. This pool video is pretty interesting compared to the sloshing of the others. Watch the water at the start of the quake. It doesn't show the water rolling as much as it shows a sudden upward jolt, then starts pounding. It's almost like the earthquake was trying to punch through the ground, which I think means this house may have been very close to the epicenter, which proves Dutch Sense's theory on wave singularity. Here's that first part slowed down. Watch the pool water. The 7.1 happened while the NBA and MLB was playing. 50,000 people were evacuated.
Folks, we're experiencing an earthquake right now.
Whoa, yes we are.
Can you feel the earth below you?
Yes, I can.
Here at Thomas and Mack.
Yes, I can.
The building is
shaking.
swaying just a little bit. There was a 6.6 measured earthquake in
California
stop the game
here, Mark, right?
just yesterday. And we can feel tremors here in the building. The score clock is shifting ever so slightly.
This is Home Depot in Ridgecrest, and just like the other big box stores, they were hit very hard.
got it on camera.
Evacuate!
Ready? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I got all of it.
Go!
School children were performing a play when the quake started. And of course, cars shook. But you know, sometimes during scary events, some see fun in the situation. That, of course, is left up to the individual watching. A YouTuber was doing a live makeup tutorial when the 7.1 struck in Ridgecrest. This is a great example of what happens during a disaster. It's survival of the fittest, or every person for themselves. People started pushing others down to get out. Some were even pushing women and children out of the way for a chance to survive. This video was taken aboard a Nighthawk helicopter from China Lake Military Base, showing the ruptured earth after the earthquake. These fractures are located on China Lake Military Base. Geologists had to get permission to go there. There is no word on the length and how many fractures there are.
If you can see that, you'll see that the dust it seemed to just emanate like steam almost.
This is a rock slide on Highway 178 outside of Bakersfield.
Oh my gosh. There's a rock slide down here at the canyon.
Travelers going down the road stopped to try to remove the huge boulders out of the middle of the road so people could get through.
Can't believe the rock slide, guys. Can you see this? Oh my god. I mean, oh my gosh. Look at me.
These railroad tracks were shifted by the earthquake out in the Mojave Desert. This is a 4-foot wide rupture on Highway 178. This is an overhead view of a rupture that spanned across the railroad tracks. Here's a closer look at the fracturing that occurred after the 7.1 near China Lake. This road almost shifted by 6 feet. The earth fractured a part of the road while simultaneously pushing it upward, creating a 3-foot bulge. In a previous video about the 6.4, I talked about how there may be further info on the alerts that went out and who they came from. The alerts about the aftershocks of the 6.4 earthquake came from China Lake Military Base, not the USGS, which is odd. Kern County Fire and police said they received a phone call from China Lake Base telling them that they predicted an aftershock in the next 15 minutes by using prototype equipment. The epicenter of the 7.1 quake is located here in the middle of this pond on the military base, which is also the middle of the Naval Station's missile test range. It's being said that the military base may have been testing a new energy-based frequency weapon right before the first 6.4 causing the quakes. That would indeed solve the mystery of how China Lake alerted Kern County officials that there was a pending quake. That was predicted by prototype equipment. That's all hearsay though. But it is a secret experimental weapons testing military base. And yes, there is a piece of equipment that can generate an earthquake. It works by finding the Earth's natural resonant frequency emitted by the Earth's electromagnetic field. Tesla developed the electromechanical isolator back in the late 1800s. He actually brought a whole building down with it in 1898 in New York City. After Tesla died, the CIA raided his home and confiscated all of his work. China Lake is also reporting the epicenter is 11 miles away from the military base and not on it, even though the GPS coordinates provided by the USGS take you to that exact location. Also, China Lake said they evacuated all non-essential personnel from the base, and also stated that they aren't mission capable because the quake knocked out all of their power. So a secret military testing facility like China Lake cannot hold its own during an earthquake? Despite them operating and controlling 2 geothermal power plants on the base? Yes, the military controls the 2 geothermal plants located on the grounds. Dr. Lucy Jones confirmed this, but that's not all. The geothermal plants are owned by a private company. However, the geothermal owners leased the land from China Lake, making $11 million payments to the U.S. up until 2003. Which means what? The people who control it and operate its day-to-day functions are military personnel. But if anyone decided to pull out the old FOIA request, they couldn't, because private companies aren't bound by such requests. Actually, the government has almost completely privatized military operations by subcontracting the military and its projects out to private corporations, so Americans don't ask questions. So what's that mean? More than likely, the naval base has power, and they evacuated non-essential personnel for a different reason. Something is being hidden about the earthquakes that happened over the 4th of July holiday. And last but not least, the oddest thing about these quakes. The first image is the original image taken from the USGS on the day the 7.1 quake happened. It shows something odd. It shows no S wave, and generally a P wave without an S wave is indicative of an underground nuclear explosion. The USGS has replaced this seismograph with this next one. This is the seismograph that is currently on the USGS website of the 7.1, which shows an S wave, unlike the previous one. Now are you starting to see what's a little off about these California earthquakes? Does it seem like the USGS is trying to hide something from China Lake Military Base about the earthquakes? Please leave a comment below telling me what you think, and remember to like and subscribe.
not a test.